start streaming. And we can move Pretzel to this monitor if we need to. And then open up the YouTubes. Make sure that's looking all good. Kadoki. Open up the Discordy. I guess we can go to this scene for now while we hanging out. Okay. Make sure my audio levels are pretty good here. I may turn on monitoring just so I make sure that I'm correctly on the mic. I don't need this right now. It looks silly in the frame. This is my dog clicker. And we don't need that there. Although I have the video slicer if I need to do clips. I don't know where else I would put it though. It lives there pretty easily. But I have the video slicer plugin on the Stream Deck if I need to fuck with that. We just big chillin', man. We just big chillin'. How fueled is my ship right now? Hyperdrive's at max. Pulse engines, thrusters at max. I probably should just take the Falcon here. Because it's sort of the most upgraded ship that I have outside of my living ship, but the living ship's kind of a pain in the ass for exploring. Honestly, for general exploration I enjoy it. For hunting it's a pain. It's just not the best for hunting is the problem that we have. Is No Man's Sky getting kind of framey on me? Let's see. Max FPS, VSync off, resolution, borderless window, correct GPU, field of view, motion blur, vignette, HUD. Let's see. Might be able to turn like AA down. Guess I can ask. Because I don't see anything. How's the no drop frames so far? 0 dropped frames, so internet's holding well, which is good. Everything seems to be working out here. hippity hop it over here. Okay. Then let's jump on a ship and fly out. I should, before we leave, do some freighter junk. I don't want to go to my settlement because I know it's worth like getting attacked right now, honestly. The settlements were kind of underwhelming. They were theoretically cool, but they ended up being kind of underwhelming just because there was nothing to do after a while. Though once you get your settlement maxed out, which I did reasonably quickly, you just sort of show up and collect some money every once in a while and leave. There's just not a lot to do in the settlements long term. And you can't even really build there because they're not a base for you. Like, you can set up a base nearby and kind of get in, but like it's an interesting thing. I think it's a step in the right direction for sure as far as like the freighters and junk go. But I just I have not bothered with I have not bothered with settlements really beyond maxing out my first one. Okay. Fleet return home and make me a bunch of monies. They've got fuel. I mean, it's not like we really needed the money. 750k is actually not a big deal once you're at endgame. What do we got? A big trade. A defense. We'll do the long one. Just because I tend to check my freighter so rarely. Combat and export. Ship it. Okay. So, I mean, at this point, we're kind of just ready to head out. I'm not going to screw with my settlement right now. That's a problem for later. I like this planet. Like, I don't need to hunt for any more planets. I don't need to hunt for any other stuff. Is this somebody else's base? Or is that mine? This should be my settlement, yeah. I don't know, I'm just not used to seeing the controller symbol next to it. It's like I did post this planet up on the coordinate exchange, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if somebody else showed up here, I'm not like, get off my lawn, kids. It's just like I'm not used to seeing the symbol. Okay. I basically visited a lot of this corner. So where have we not really gone yet? We haven't gone in this direction much. Let's see, economy. I forget what the color denotions are. Oh, it's the economy type. It's the goods type they sell. Conflict is probably useful then. And life form's probably just best. Okay, let's see. We can find Gek. 2-star, 2-star, 2-star. 2-star. Black hole system, level 1 conflict, 2-star economy. How many planets are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a reasonable amount of planets. It's worth looking at. Anytime you have like a system with a lot of planets like that, it's like I like to check them out just to see if you have a unique system with a lot of planets like that. I try and check them out. Just because the chances of like, oh, you might have a cool planet there. It puts me right next to the black hole, which is terrifying. Okay. High sentinel activity. Don't want any of that. Come on, scan it. High sentinel activity. Don't want any of that. Arctic. And there's some little boys, some little ones out here. No, come on, lock on. Ooh, almost. Barren. Desert. Again, high sentinel activity. Poisonous. I think that's it for this system. There may have been one small planet somewhere behind this. Maybe a moon, but we pretty much checked everything here. Let's keep looking. 1 star, 1 star. 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. Like when I'm ship hunting in particular, I'll look for 1 stars. If I'm planet hunting, it doesn't really matter. Low conflict level can be nice, just in general. Although when I'm planet hunting, I'm looking for the letter codes more than anything. Because the letter codes are going to tell you how the seed is generated for that system. Well, 3 star, but high conflict. Which is not ideal. There we go. 3 star low conflict. Really what we're looking for. I hate when we spawn right inside a thing. Oh, and they're trying to fight right away. I don't wanna. Can't make me. Not doing it. I may check and see if there's any freighter ships, or not the freighters, the assist. I forget what they call them. The ships for your freighter missions that are decent. Can check out the base here, station, see if there's anything here, and then if not, we can check out a trading post on the planet, because I honestly find it easier to find stuff on the trading post as far as ships go. I find it easier to get ships on trading post, just because there's more spawning platforms in a trading post. You don't have the advantage of like first wave ships in a trading post. That a trading post doesn't have the like guaranteed first waves the way that a base station does. But there's just more spawning platforms. Once you know what exotic is in the system, it's generally like I generally come to the space station first, see if there's any cool first wave stuff, maybe an exotic, and then after that I'll go hit up a trading post. Although nothing's come in yet, so I may have to reload the save already. Just because there ain't nothing happening. Yeah, we're gonna reload save. Nothing spawns in the first minute. In, out, reload. Okay. Now let's see what our ships are. We're not going to move. Because moving... Because if you're standing in one of the little spawning spots, the landing pads, when something it won't attempt to land there. And so just like don't move. And you increase your the rate at which stuff will land. This is a low conflict one, although stuff might not land as long as there's that battle happening outside actively. So I may have to go deal with that before stuff will start landing. That is a possibility. Grump. Fine, let's go shoot people. Who's the bad noodles? Where are they at? My ship's weaponry is not, like, super maxed out by any means. Not on this ship, at least. Is that it? Are we done? Oh, there's one over here. I don't want to accidentally shoot the freighter. Like, they'll forgive one or two little taps, but you have too much. Feel good about it. Is that all? Cool. Speak to the captain. No, thank you. I would simply like for ships to start spawning. One thing that I haven't seen in a long time has been a abandoned system. Although you generally like don't go to those systems. It's not like a system with no light, but like the derelict space station, I think is what it's technically called. Which has like no lore explanation. There's no like in-game explanation for what those are. Which I think is interesting. I mean, we haven't had a major update in a while. The Settlements update was the last major update, and that was in, what, August? Something like that. So it's been a minute since we had a major update. We're about due. They've been buying some time running back the expeditions, which is a really good thing to do, honestly. Repeating the expeditions is a really good thing to do. I'm really glad that they did that. I hope that that's something that they continue to do every year. Every year rerun all of the expeditions up to that point, because not everybody's going to be able to play all of them, and so just giving everybody a chance every year to go back and get the ones that they had missed, I think is a really nice thing. And I'm glad that they have started to do that, and I encourage them to do it more. But it gives us some content to do as players while we wait for the next major update to drop. Which I think is going to be doing something with terrain generation, from what I've been hearing from the rumors. Is like maybe messing with the terrain. What's that weird looking freighter? It's got the stubby tail and then the massive wings. It's wider than it is long. Which, like, aerodynamics in space doesn't really matter, but these ships fly inside atmosphere as well, so whatever. So far we've seen 2 explorers, a hauler, and a shuttle, and that's probably our first wave done. So with our first wave, let's go hit up a planet for a trading post that's going to be a much better way. And while we're here, we can see what planets we've got. Boiling planet, no sentinels on that one. Verdant planet, High sentinel activity. Fiery planet. No notable sentinels. Is there anything else? I can't see past the ring. Oh, that's a weird... I have to assume that's like a visual glitch? That the ring is not... Yeah, the ring is just like not rendering there. Okay. I have had some moons that run like directly through a planet's rings, and those always look super trippy. Okay, nothing really here. Then let's just... what do I have it bound to? 2? 3? I forget what I have it bound to. Trade outpost is 4. My keybind. Trade outpost detected. And now we wait. And now we wait for travel. I do wish we had, like, probably a few more ship slots. I'd say, like, 9 is pretty good. I don't think it should necessarily be unlimited, because I think that removes some of the... like, the point. Like, that removes the point of ship hunting if you can just collect everything. I think, like, making people pick and choose a little bit. But I'd like to see more ship slots, somewhere between, like, 7 and 9. Just because I want to have one of every type. I want to have a freighter, a shuttle, a explorer. I want to have a freighter, shuttle, explorer, fighter. Both of the exotic types, a living ship, and like a slot to be able to do like ships scrapping. Like I want to have some extra slots, and I think that that would be helpful. This is a reasonably pretty planet. It's got the fireflies. I like the fireflies. Or embers. Embers, fireflies. I forget what the name is for this atmosphere type, but I like the look. Green grass, blue water. That doesn't happen very often. And it's a bright green grass. It's not like the sickly green. You get some of the yellowing in there, but it's a nice green grass. Yeah, a reasonable little planet. We have a second hauler type here, a fighter type, and this planet's atmosphere is nice, so we can actually stand up here. Scan some stuff while we wait. Make a little more money. I mean, that's why I say is like, oh yeah, the 750k that we get from doing that mission is basically irrelevant. Because we have like a near max out scanner, and so everything we scan gets us hundreds of thousands of credits, of space bucks. And so like, earning credits from freighter missions doesn't mean anything. It's the materials that you can get out of it sometimes. Because you can get some of the materials that are more annoying to farm out of the freighter missions, and if you don't set up a farm for it, it's going to be a nice way to get them. I know, like, generally, if you're willing to check out, like, the coordinate exchange, people have their farm coordinates posted, and you can just be like, oh, I just want to find a farm for this thing. And people are like, hey, I have one set up. You're welcome to go raid it. And I'm like, oh, cool. Technically, I should have landed my ship on the ground rather than on here. But I ain't got time for that, man. I do have my jetpack far more upgraded before. Before I wasn't using any of the front slots. I was only using the technology slots. I wasn't using the general slots for the jetpack. But the jetpack's so important that I was like, ah, screw it. Let's actually like do the thing. Ooh, fan hauler. I love fan haulers, and I like the elevated wings on the fan hauler. It doesn't have the tail. I don't like the tail. I like the tail on fan haulers. White with red. Okay, let's... You can't see it at night. Camera mode. Move the sun. What do you actually look like? Oh, it's not white. It's like a seafoam. Yeah. Is that light blue? Light blue with dark blue accents. Light blue with dark blue as secondary color. And then red as the accent tertiary color. The front is okay. I prefer this nose shape over like the long boy. Although I generally like him to have the tail. I like this tail with the wings on it. It's not awful. It's not a bad fan hauler. I like the box fan haulers, this kind of jets versus the rounded jets on the fan haulers. I think it just fits better with the aesthetic. So that's 4 types of fan haulers or 4 types of haulers for the system. So that's basically all that I've come here for. The planets were generally mediocre, and the fan hauler and the haulers were not what I was looking for. So on to the next system. Away, bubbling her. Okay, let's get out in space. Okay. 3-star Gek, high conflict. Unless you're exotic hunting, you don't really need 3-star systems. It makes the odds of finding A and S class ships higher and exotic ships higher. But unless you're like exotic hunting or specifically going to get an S class, but even then, like, I have enough nanites, I have enough upgrade stuff that like I'm willing to get a ship at A class and then upgrade it to S class. That's not a big deal. I don't want to spend the like forever that it's going to take to spawn an S class naturally. Because even if first wave's coming, even if the ship you know is in the first wave and you can just reload the first wave over and over, it still can take a long time to get an S class. And it's awful. If you're in the low, like, I think if you're in the 2-star systems, getting an S class is like below 2-star. If you're in like a 1-star system, I think getting S classes or exotics is nearly impossible. Might even be impossible in some of the, I forget exactly the odds. So these planets all are pretty, like, very minimal sentinel activity. Let's go check out this Paradise planet, see what they got going on. I probably should have hit the space station first. Yeah, let's do the space station first. Let's do it properly. Oh, there's another planet hiding back there. I couldn't see it because it was behind this first boy. There's another planet back there. Let's get the space station, check if there's anything fun in there, and then we can scan the planet that's hiding behind this one. Initiating landing sequence. Initiating your mouth. Okay. Let's check out our first waves. And then... Nope. I could check for ship parts, but, like, there's coordinate exchange locations for ship parts or whatever you need to upgrade. I do want a few more upgrades for my exocraft. Just like optimizing. I have all S-class parts, but I need to just like go through and like buy a whole bunch of them. I need to build up some nanites. I need to do some scrapping. Some ship scrapping, build up some nanites, and go through and optimize some of the roles for my exocraft mods. Okay, 1 hauler, shuttle, and an explorer. And there's a fan hauler. I see him. I see him. I do like this explorer style. I like it's really chunky, and it's not for everybody, but I think some people will really like this style. I think it looks kind of cool, like solar sail. Oh, it's yellow and red. Gross. It's the stubby one with a droop. No. Well, that's our first wave, so let's go hit up a planet. And yeah, we need to remember to jump out here a little bit so that we can check this planet that's hiding behind here. Because there should be, yep, right there. What about you? What do you got? Abandoned planet, high sentinel activity. Okay. And then we can hit up a trading post on this planet for the rest of the ships in the system. And also just check the planet itself, see if it's going to be okay. Object of interest. I'll always do these trades because this is one of the easiest way to get the plants. Sure. I have basically infinite resources and money. Both are nearly infinite at this point in the game. And 4. Really? No, don't, no. Keep me on this planet. There has to be a trading post on this planet. Don't send me off planet to a trading post. I'll fly all the way over there. Well, this planet's kind of nasty, though. Not gonna lie. Planet's pretty nasty. Give me a closer trading post. No? You refuse? Fine. 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 Aim. Fire. Calm down. Oh, I flew too close to I didn't fly too close to them. They spawned in front of me. This is not my fault. I'm in hyperspace, and y'all jump in front of me. This is not my fault. I'm warping. Been standing for 30 minutes. Let's take a little sit. God, why is my connection bad? Are we dropping frames? We're not dropping frames. I mean, according to OBS, we're not dropping frames, just my connection's dipping occasionally. As long as we're not dropping frames, it seems fine. No. Let me in. Let me get to this planet before you do the thing. Yeah, I know I have expensive stuff on me. Well, screw you guys. I'm close to this planet. Yes, I could easily turn and fight, but I'm not gonna. Because I'm a goddamn coward, and also because I can't be fucked. Oh, and there's 2 of them? There's 2 of them right next to each other, but there apparently was not an easily accessible one on that other planet. Rude. It's fine. This planet honestly has better lighting. The lighting's more white. Anytime you have those planets where the atmosphere is tinted, it makes ship hunting kind of difficult, just because you have to pull out the camera mode and go into that in order to actually see what the ship or animal looks like. Fly, fly. Okay, so we have, and we have a crashed ship here. Well, it's got all the stuff right in this one little spot. Okay, fighter. Hauler. Shuttle. It's not an awful fighter. I don't really love the color scheme, but just that style is not bad. It's not my personal favorite. But I don't think that's an awful fighter style. That one is ugly, though. That's nasty. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more. Oh, there's a fan hauler. I see you. Come down here. Oh, was this a system we already checked the haul? That we had a hauler in the first wave and we determined it was a bad color? It may have been. This may have been that system. Honestly, it all starts to run together sooner or later. They all abandoned me. What? What is this? These shadows are not accurate. I don't understand what's happening with these shadows. Can I scan you from here? I can. Nice, give me that money. Second haul. That's our third hauler for the system. If we can get a fan hauler to land. Although I'm pretty sure I know what that fan hauler is, because I'm pretty sure we had saw it on the space station, but we can wait. We can look. What is this guy doing? Tricks? Anything? Anybody else? Okay, one more wave and I'm calling it done here. We're moving on to another planet. Because there ain't shit here. Planet sucks. System sucks. Ships suck. Song has a very Cowboy Bebop vibe. I mean, like Cowboy Bebop is very like space jazz, and this has a similar sort of feel, where it's like it's not quite what you would expect out of like a classic jazz track. It's a little bit more different, a little bit more unique and interesting. It's got sort of that like upbeat, poppy vibe that you'll often get with some of the background tracks in bebop. Oh, no, we out. Meow, let's go. Meow. Okay. Set up the SCEC system. 3-star, 2-star conflict. 3-star level 2 conflict. Okay, what do we got here? Scanning. Oh, those planets are interesting. I need to check out that. Because those planets can be wild. Redacted planets. Redacted planets can be weird. Spined, and then what's the close one? Because you always spawn right close to one of them. Cabled. Let's hit up this redacted planet first. Which one was it? This one? I believe? No. This one? Yeah, let's go check out this one. Ammonia. I don't have that much ammonia in my storage. I may pick up a little bit of ammonia while I'm here. Let's see what about this planet is weird. Is it... There's some structure here. Oh, it's a black and white planet. It's monochrome. These are rare. Yeah, you don't see these very often. It's not quite a nest planet. Like, it's not the same plants as the nest planet, but it is some odd foliage. That's for sure. See if we can find some sort of structure that's not just the natural ones. Oh, everything has a red tint to it. A monochrome red is interesting. I don't know if I've seen that before. There might not be any structures on this planet outside of... Oh, we got a thing here. So there is maybe some life on this planet? Let's see. There is. Nice. Okay. Collect our nanites. See what the weapon is. It's bad. What do you got? Because these guys will sometimes sell, no. Because these guys will sometimes sell, frickin' what is it? Not navigation data. It's the, what am I, exosuit, I think. No, I don't have any right now. They'll sometimes sell the stuff that you get from the satellites, the crash satellite. They'll sometimes sell those, and so you can like save reset at them and get a bunch of stuff, which is nice. But not this time. Okay. Yeah. A strange looking planet, man. Strange planet. Yeah, it's monochrome red is a really interesting color palette for a planet. I've not seen that before. Let's hit this button. See if we can find a trading post here. The colors are all going to be completely wrong, so any trading post is going to be nearly useless, but we can try. Oh, it totally is. There totally is a trading post on this planet. Okay. These kind of planets are always cool. I'm going to save this one for the coordinate exchange. At least throw it up on the coordinate exchange. These kind of planets can be cool. I don't know if I want to set up a base here. Some people may. They're interesting if nothing else. Is that an exotic? Thought I saw the big shark fin of the exotic. No, it's the explorer with the fins. I haven't seen any creatures on this planet yet. Halo fighter. Big fin exotic, fan hauler with the long nose. I don't like the long nose haulers. Are there any creatures? Nothing that I can see. Second explorer, it's the solar panel one. Here's a different fan hauler, but with the ugliest possible front end. Oh, it's the tentacle garbage. Hello? Give you a little scan. So, 1 fighter, 2 explorer, 2 haulers so far. mean, like, we already had 2 fan haulers in this system. I don't think we're gonna have any more. Not likely, at least. No, not all about fan haulers. There are other ships that matter. I need to get a decent fighter, just because the fighter's handling is really good. And so for when I'm doing, like, in-planet explorations, I want a good fighter. Because the exotics handling's not bad if you max it out, but it's not going to be anywhere close to a maxed out fighter. No. Oh, well, okay. We've seen all that I want to see on this planet. Yum. Let's go. Whee. Team Rocket's blasting off again. Oh, there's one. High conflict level, but should be okay. This means we can't use the space station to farm. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Gamma infested. Irradiated. Glacial. Dead. And what's the moon? Because sometimes the moons are better than the planets. I've found several moons that are really pretty when the planets are garbage. No, all the planets here are pretty bad. Okay. Let's hit up the station. See if there's anything fun there. And then we can jump to the next one. I don't really even see a need to check some of these planets. Unless I was really, really hunting. Unless I was going for, like, something specific. Or, like, oh, I want to find a weapon. Because finding, like, multi-tools, you generally want to go planet side. Because, yeah, you can check the space stations, but you can hit up the little outpost and get way more multi-tools that way. I hate that you can't run through that gap. It's wide enough for my character model to fit, but the hitboxes say no. So, multi-tool's bad here. No. No, okay. And now I just kind of wait for ships to come in. Explorer. Two explorers, a shuttle, 2 shuttles. Okay. That was our first wave. Let's see if there's anything else exciting in the second wave, and then beyond that, we will get going. Fighter? That was a yellow fighter? Yeah. That front end is cool. I don't like it with that fin. The back fins, I don't like it with that. It's just too sharp. this one wants to be wide. This front end wants to be sort of wider. It wants to have wings. And not having wings just looks kind of silly with that front end. Oh, here comes a naked hauler. Alright. That's what it looks like, at least. Yep. Just a flying sausage. Shuttle, shuttle. So we've seen all the shuttle types in this system. I think that's our third hauler, second hauler, so I'm out. I've seen all I need to see of this system, and it's garbage. Okay. Okay. What do we got here? And scan. Icebound, High Sentinel. Paradise, no notable sentinels. Poisonous, aggressive sentinels. And this planet has 2 moons. Can I get them from here? I think it's gonna make me get closer. Oh, I got it for a second. Oh, okay. Don't move. Don't move. Contaminated. Yeah, it's not gonna let me get this one from here. Oh, a derelict freighter. I tend not to mess with these. Is this one of the ones you can land in? Doesn't look like it. Cause yeah, that would be the landing bay, and we can't get in here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let me scan it for a second. Can we position? Slowly. Incandescent. Incandescent has is one of my favorite planet types. Because it has that fun grass. The grass in Incandescent Worlds is super cool. And I don't know if I've seen... I mean, I've seen green grass Incandescent Worlds, but they're rare. Most of the time it's going to be different colors. Oh, somebody to trade with. Are you selling me plants? Fine, I'll help you. My Gek reputation is already really good, so I don't know if that's helping much, but whatever. Oh wow, this is a tiny moon. This is real small. I can see the curvature from ground level, probably. Okay. Oh, it's discolored. I hate these. When stuff's discolored is nasty. Okay. Is the grass gonna render in while we're in the spaceship? Probably not. Yeah, that's a shame. You had such potential. An incandescent planet that's sentinel free. You had potential. Sadness. There was one other in the system that was pretty good. I think it was this one out here. Not the poisonous one, obviously. One past that, I'm pretty sure was a good candidate. Because this guy, yeah, so it's that one. Fly on. Okay. What I need to do if I want to make a bunch of nanites is either do a bunch of ship scrapping, that's always an option, or hit up one of the living ship farm systems. Because farming parts for living ships, you can sell the excess ones for nanites. And I'm always down to upgrade my living ship more. My living ship's basically is almost as maxed as you could possibly go, but they also are good as fodder for when you're trying to upgrade stuff and check. Or I think living ship parts are different. Yeah, living ship parts don't work on the internal rotation the way that every other part does. Normal parts, when you upgrade them, work on like an internal rotation. It's like every part number based off of like your game and your file is going to have a different set of randomized stat values to it, and the living ship parts don't do that. They use a different system for those. Green grass, red water. Let's see what we got. Grass is looking like that nasty sickly green. Oh, and we got a planet with a slight tint to it, so it's looking even more yellow. Okay. Oh, it's looking better. Okay, we got down to the surface and it looks a lot better. In the atmosphere, it was nasty. Red plants. Green grass. Can we slow down and see what kind of grass? Is it going to render in, or am I going to have to land for that? It looks like the regular grass, not like the glowing incandescent grass. Let's do trading post. Can we find a trading post on this planet? I like the plateaus. The plateaus are always fun to build on. Yeah, it's a very vibrant green grass. That's pretty rare to find. Most of the time the grasses are not this bright. They're much more muted. Yeah, this is a very green grass. It's a nice grass color. It's not super thick grass. It's why I generally prefer the incandescent grass. It's less Earth-like. This is much more Earth-like, but it doesn't look quite as good. Oh, butterflies. A lot of flying creatures in this planet. Oh, hello. You look kind of cool. More? There's more? There's like 7 flying creatures in this planet. And like bats and lizard things. Okay, let's check out what we got. 2 hauler types, 2 explorer, an explorer, 2 fighters. That hauler's ugly. I don't like the split neck ones. That explorer's not bad. You don't see green as a primary color is pretty bad on spaceships. Green as a secondary color like that is not awful. Well, I don't hate that. The body, I don't like the parts that are on it, but that color scheme's not awful. Any other random shit in the skies that the game wants me to scan? Yeah, this planet is basically exclusively flying creatures. I saw nothing on the ground. There might be some stuff underground or in the water, but so far it's been exclusively flying creatures. I mean, we can check. That's very dragon-like. Yep. Yeah, it's just been a bunch of flying creatures. Okay. There's our third hauler type. And are these different? No, those are the same. Shuttle. Found 3 haulers. I think that's generally where I'm like, oh, we've seen most of what we're going to see at this point. There is more, but do I care? Is the question. Okay. Come on, do the... There we go. I need a delay between punch and boost a little bit. Okay, onward and upward, I guess. Meow. Let's see if there's any other good planets in this area or systems. Nope. Okay, Sub-Zero, High Sentinel. I think those might be the only planets here. The trade lines aren't going anywhere else, right? Oh, no, there's another little cluster. Okay. Sub-Zero. A little too much. High temperature. Okay. Disappointing. Nope. Okay. There's a traveler here. I don't need them anymore. Kinda done with them, but it exists. What is our multi-tool? Nope. Okay. Now let's see. We have our first customers, 2 explorers. I prefer the laid down explorer versus the like vertical one. I forget what the types are called specifically, but I like this one more than that one. But this one seems to be way more popular. This one seems to be way more popular than that one. Which is annoying. Also, that color scheme is exceptionally common in Explorers, as the chrome is the base color. And it's one of my favorite things to see on the coordinate exchange is people like, black is not a color, that is chrome. Black is not a color. Black is not a ship color, that is chrome. chrome. I think the exception is for living ships, because they can have a black as a secondary color, but on normal ships, black is not a color. But whenever some like mod at the coordinate exchange has to be like, no, you put your thing in wrong, try again. Okay. So, I'm getting real tired, honestly. So I think I'm gonna head out for the day. Thank you for those who came by. I appreciate y'all. But I'm gonna head out. I love you. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I love you.